This is DRF Race of the Day. Hi, everybody. Dan Illman and Mike Beer, the DRF Race of the Day for Wednesday, September the 22nd. Race number 5 at Delaware Park. Let's throw up the field. Maiden claimer, 25 down to 20 at about 1 mile on the turf. This race kicks off a 50-cent pick 4. You can download free Formulator past performances for this race on the Race of the Day event page at DRF.com. Access them and handicap along with us. Mike, the 2 cash on first. Drops in class for Mike Trombetta. Competitive Buyer's speed figure in some ways makes her the horse to beat.
I guess. I mean, I don't think she's the horse to beat in here. I mean, but it is a drop in class for her, Dan. We'll see if it's enough of a drop in class because based on her turf race last time, the only turf race so far, she needs a drop in class. She got a perfect trip and did no running.
Let's throw up the Timeform US pace projector. The horse to catch, at least, should be the number 1. That's kind of lucky. She has shown big speed in most of her races for trainer Brittany Russell. And in her only turf start for Russell, 3 back off of a lengthy layoff, she carved out a solid pace in a good race. The winner of that race, Fool Yourself, came back to win 3 more, 2 on the dirt, 1 on the turf, buyers ranging from 64 to 76.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this is the horse to beat in the race. We'll see how they bet it and if this horse is actually 6-1. I guess that race was fine. The first turf race for Russell, it was off of a layoff, as you say, took some pressure on the lead, got tired in the stretch. Her only turf race last year as a 3-year-old for Brad Cox. If she runs that race, she will beat this field.
And again, she's likely to be on the lead, beaten favorite in her last 3. But remember, 2 of them on dirt, 1 off the lengthy layoff. Very high percentage connections. The 2 is cash on first. Only raced twice for Trombetta. This will be the first start for the tag. Debut came over synthetic. Not really much there. Decent enough trip, I thought, last time out of Colonial. Only an even finish, but at least a competitive fig.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, just based on the class drop, you want to take her seriously because the maiden special weight to maiden claiming is pretty big. But again, this horse didn't run at all last time and had a pretty good trip in that race too. And when you start taking the field apart that she faced, it's not like it was some super strong maiden race either. So I don't need, Dan, she's a short price on the morning line and there's no evidence on based on her first 2 starts that she can run at all.
Bells will be ringing. Number 3 entered main track only. We'll move to the 4 3 coins who you see last early on our Timeform US pace projector. She is a true 1-run closer. She's also 0 for 17 lifetime. Lots of seconds and thirds, lots of buyer speed figures that exceed the par for this level. But I wonder if you're starting to get a little bit tired of the act after 17 tries.
Yeah, of course. I mean, she's the kind of horse that's really hard to take on top because she's already had so many chances. And, obviously, especially in this maiden claiming division, Dan, the more chances they have without coming through, the less you want them.
Leo Organa, the number 5, is lightly raced for a high percentage trainer in Miguel Vera. 2 starts back, a little bit green, changed leads several times on the stretch after tiring when pushing the early pace. And then last time out, blinkers were on. I understand that move completely. Maybe didn't care for the wet turf course. A bit inconsistent thus far, needs a little bit of improvement.
Yeah, has to improve. We'll see if she can do it here. Did show a little speed 2 starts back, but that pace was so slow, Dan. It feels like they're going to go faster in here.
Blinkers on might be just what the doctor ordered for the 3 Misconstrue, who's only raced once on turf. That was at Delaware without Lasix, a 2-turn race where she finished well behind 3 coins. She didn't do any running that day, nor did she in her most recent start, a sloppy track on dirt.
Right. I mean, it just doesn't. She's another one dropping back down here to the right level. But her turf race, and it was only her debut. I guess you could be a little forgiving for that race day. But as you say, she didn't pick up her feet at all in that race with a ground saving trip all the way. The horse that won the race was 20-1 and went wire to wire, and this horse did nothing behind her.
I like that Bella Kula showed at least improved speed in her second turf start to date. The result wasn't very good. She was beaten a country mile, much as she was in her turf debut 2 starts back, although that race came off of a long layoff. She's getting significant class relief. She just has to start showing that she can run a little bit.
Exactly. I mean, they're cutting her in half for this race. Maybe that will be enough. But she's another one who hasn't shown any ability at all. She also gets a trainer change for this. We'll see if that helps.
Maybe this is the race where you look for a new face on turf, and that's the 8 Peace, Love, and Karma. This is a filly that's hit the board twice on dirt. Not a lot of turf close up on the female family, but if you go way back, it's the family of Breeders' Cup Mile winner War Chant. So I guess that's enough. She just has to improve a little bit switching surfaces.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she could be the kind of new face that you want to just take a shot with in here, just because nobody else has really done anything that interesting on the turf. A little bit of pedigree far back. This dam so far has 4 prior foals to race outside of this one. They're 1 for 45 combined. So she hasn't been a great producer, but maybe this is the right new face.
Buyer's going the right way for the 9, Blueberry Pie for Lizzie Merriman, beaten 3 lengths last time out at Penn National in a maiden special. Probably a comparable level here for the 25, but it does look like she's moving the right way, and she has enough tactical speed or Angel Cruz to probably find a decent spot.
I agree. I mean, listen, I think she's in the right kind of spot here with, at least competitive form on the turf, which many of her rivals do not have in here. Personally, I can't believe she'd be 12-1 in this field, but if she is, you're probably just supposed to bet her, Dan. Her most recent start against maiden special weight rivals, that was a pretty competitive pace. She was close to it. The closers came along late and got all the money, but this horse ran fine in there. I think if she runs something like that, she'll be competitive against this field.
Drink the Tap entered also eligible, so we'll move to our top picks to kick off the 50-cent pick 4. Mike, you're going with Kinda Lucky. She's the speed. She's the one to catch. And right now, some of these horses haven't shown much. If she's in front by 3 for these high percentage connections turning for home, she might be long, long gone.
That's exactly how I looked at it. Her the turf races she's run so far are fine with me, and I felt like she could be on the lead in here. I only want the 1 and the 9 in here, Dan. I don't want anybody else.
I might give Misconstrue one more chance. I have a feeling that Mats might not have had her ready first time out. That's a trainer that doesn't exactly send them out cranked for the debut. The dirt race, I'll completely throw out. We'll see what we get blinkers on for Misconstrue. I'm hoping that she drifts off that 7-2. I find it hard to believe that Misconstrue is going to be lower than Kinda Lucky on the tote. 1928 for Mike, 6924 for me. It's your Wednesday race of the day, the 5th at Delaware Park. Good luck.